Hi guys, welcome back to another Overthrow Disc Golf video. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Today we've got something a little bit different. I'm going to get you in on a coaching session that I had with Evan Smith. He is a touring professional. He is 1024 rated, and I've worked with a couple professionals, but this is just the first session that we filmed. We didn't have plans necessarily of showing you guys this. We just filmed it just in case. So here it is. If you find value in this, we are leaving a link where you can buy some discs that support Evan. So we're going to leave that in the description and in a pinned comment. So find it in either of those places if you want to support him. Before we get into the actual video, I want to give you my motivations and the context for this, what Evan's goals were. So first, my motives in putting this video out. Disc golf coaching is in a super interesting place right now. We've got loads of information out there, all of it seemingly conflicting. And then there you are trying to learn how to play disc golf and just stuck in the middle looking for some kind of credibility so that you know, who do I listen to, right? Because we've got one camp that says, look, I'm not going to take advice from somebody who can't throw 500 feet, or I'm not going to take a lesson from somebody who isn't a pro. Right? After all, how are they going to teach me something that they can't do? Right? So that's one camp. And then you got the other camp that says, look, I really don't care how good of a player my coach is. He doesn't have to be a good player. All I care about is if they can help me reach my goals. I think you know which camp I'm in, but if it wasn't obvious, I'm in the second camp where it doesn't matter how good of a player I am. Can I help you reach your goals? That's fine and well. But there's only so much that I can say, hey, judge me by the success of my students, judge me by the success of my students. And it's like, great, I would if like I could see your students. Like, can you show me the success of your students so that I could then judge whether you're a good coach or not? So that's today's video. I'm showing you a coaching session uncut in its entirety. This is one of two sessions that I did with Evan. He drove up for 2 days. This is the only one that you're getting from this trip up here. Maybe we do another one when he's up here again, right? But I can shout all I want from the rooftops, judge me by the success of my students, but if you don't have anything to judge, it doesn't really do you any good. So we're putting this out there so that you can judge me, so that you can look and say, hey, does it actually work? Does the stuff that you're saying actually work? Hopefully by the end of this, I can put, 1 point in the good guy camp of judge a coach by their students. But I'm going to, at the end of this video, have a before and after comparison so you can judge for yourself. Does his form look better? Is it better? Scrutinize that. I'm an open book. So here it is. Right now, Evan's goals. Evan reached out to me after I worked with another professional wanting to increase his consistency, his accuracy, his circle one in regulation stats, specifically off the tee for him, right? Circle one in reg is, do you get in circle off your tee shot on a par 3, or do you get in circle off your second shot on a par 4? So, and it is the most important stat, I believe, in disc golf. Like Calvin Heimberg's is like 54%, something crazy, and Evans is like 38. So here's the video that he sent. So here's the video that he sent me before. And I'm going specifically after the form pieces that are related to that problem, to consistency, right? Which is body posture. He needs to get over the disc. He needs to make sure that his hips aren't flared out of the shot. And then he rotates too forward. His hips come forward early, his shoulder comes forward early, and that's going to cause him to tug the disc right, or it's going to cause him to just kind of noodle arm it to the left. Even on time would feel weak as well. So those are the things that we're going after in this session, and everything flows from that. Now, final disclaimer, Evan is a professional disc golfer, and he's quite athletic, right? So he gets a lot of form changes in a very, very short amount of time, right? So he really makes me look good as a coach, right? The saying, the student makes the coach, totally applies here. It makes me look amazing because he makes these changes so quick. And I throw a lot at him because of that, right? I wouldn't normally divulge this amount of information. There's a lot of stuff that I'm saying contextually because of things that he's seen on tour and things that he does. So he gets so much thrown at him here, and he does such a good job of handling it that we just kind of keep chugging. I just keep going as long as I keep seeing results, right? A typical session with a non-professional, with a non-athlete, would really be a lot more grindy than this, and a lot more throwing, a lot less talking, a lot of different points. But since he's got all this context from being on tour, I have to address some things like nose angle or anhysers and hyzers and the differences and like the follow throughs and things like that, because he's got a lot of information that's floating around out there that doesn't have like a foundation. So I want to make sure I touch on a bunch of different topics, but they all kind of stem from this same posture over rotation problem that he has. And so I want to give him context in a place to kind of put all those thoughts, like where does that fit? Because he's got a lot of them, because he's thrown a lot of frisbees. All right. So like I said before, this is just a raw session. So if you're like us and you want to groove a little bit, pull up some background music, pull up your favorite playlist, and without further ado, everybody, enjoy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just look. Did you?
You guys are all good to go, by the way.
Okay.
I'm rolling.
So you've got like a couple pretty good things going on, but your body posture is probably the biggest issue.
Okay.
So you get kind of locked out here. How far are you throwing?
Like my distance drivers, like golf lines.
Yeah.
460.
It's pretty good. That would be like 66
Like
miles an hour, basically.
pretty consistently.
Yeah, you just get locked out here
Okay.
where your like knees are buckled out this way, right? Versus take your pick. Let's see. I'll take my pick. Drew's kind of a little different than most people's bodies are set up. Okay, there's plant. Right, you see how his hips are still like a little bit back
Yeah.
here? So your hips have already, or are better for me just to show you. So instead of being here and opening here, you've got to get here with your butt out,
Okay.
and your knees are going to be more in towards each other, right?
Okay.
Or I can show you here. Butt out, knees bent,
Yeah.
grab here, fall.
Okay.
Butt out, knees bent. Yep. And now just trust fall. Yeah, keep going.
Just like that.
Yeah. Keep your right foot up.
Like this one.
Yeah, just float it towards me as kind of as far as you can. Keep going. Yep. Yeah, so you feel your butt coming towards me, right? And now your hips are in that seam there.
Yeah.
Like, you ever heard people like, oh, like watch the disc on your take back, or all of that's trying to get your attention of your body like back here.
Okay.
Right. And so from there, you've got nice posture to post up here.
Okay.
All right. So if you just go like this, you're going to feel your stopping power of your front foot, right? Lower. Yeah. And knees like into each other, right? If your knees can be kind of close and your feet can be wider, you've got a lot more mobility than if your butt's underneath you and your feet are flared out.
Okay. So.
Right. So you got to get into a similar position there. And so just start on your left. So just basically hold on your left like this. Yep. I'm going to take your wrist. Right. Step forward. Yep. And you feel that?
Yeah.
There. In here.
Yeah.
That's the load that you need,
Okay.
right? And this posture allows the disc to travel through here,
Okay.
right? If I'm here, you can see my line here, right? But if you're upright, your disc is going to have to go, your hand's going to have to go around.
Okay.
Right, so let's just spend some time seeing if you can get through your X here. Good posture. Loaded. Yeah, don't go through the whole thing yet.
Through the whole thing?
Yeah, just see if you can get. Yeah, don't turn forward yet. So
Okay.
give me your attention back here. Boom, boom, boom. Right here. You can even take your eyes back with me for now. You'll adjust it later, but right here. Yep, this is better. See? Hips here, your shoulders can come back a bit more. Shoulders come back almost 180.
Okay.
It's almost your entire back. It is your entire back to the target.
Okay.
Your hips can't go back that far, but they're trying to go back. Yeah, there. Yep. Yep. Yes. Boom. Yep. Show me how you would throw your Anheuser's.
Anheuser's?
Yeah.
Like just lean back just a little
Yeah, yeah. So let me show you. Grab a disc. Okay, there's no stamp. I was like, I don't have Clash, brother. We got to take this. So show me the. You don't have to throw it. I just want to see your. I just want to show you something in your prep. So here, since you're not tilted, this is going to have to do like move your arm through slowly on your shot. It's going to pull it off the line to an extent, right? This is where your consistency problems are. It's mostly posture.
Okay.
Right? Not allowing you to create space for the hand, right? Basically, we do, I'll show. Basically, for consistency and aim, there are 3 parts, right? Part 1 is where you walk up. Obviously, if I walk up this way,
Yeah.
and you tell me, throw this way, you can make me the best player in the world, and I'm still going to have consistency issues, right? So, walk up direction is 1. You don't really have a problem with that. And then 2 is creating space for the disc here. So you know where I'm throwing
Yeah.
from here. There's no guess, right? Because my posture just showed you, right? If I'm up here,
Yeah.
you have no clue.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have to get the disc from here forward anywhere, I'm going to have to take it around. So you don't know if I'm going here or here or here. But if I'm here, you know exactly where my hand's going,
Okay.
right? You could show me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, where am I throwing?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
No question.
Okay.
And then the third thing is actually getting your hand through,
Okay.
right? And finding the spot.
Gotcha.
So with Anheuser's, even pros, reference, there's that Simon one. Must not be over yet. Here it is. So look at body position here. This is Anheuser, by the way. Right, still over. Right, because this posture is more powerful and he creates space. Right, sure, does he stand up a little bit here? Right, but the disc is not having to go around at all.
Yeah.
Because he created the space with this body. So, same thing if we look from the back view on just normal shots. Right? Space created. Right? And he's got his little disc flip thing.
Yeah.
There's like stuff to that we don't need to get into right now. But yeah. Okay. So Heiser, show me posture. Correct.
Do I need to be more over?
It depends. This is good, right?
Okay.
There's kind of a position where you're more powerful in than other positions, right? Some people might be a little more powerful, more upright. Some people have more of a natural, like they're a little bit stronger, a little bit lower. Some are a little bit stronger. So you're going to have like a natural place where you're faster.
Okay.
So it's not super important, but there is some of that aspect, right? Of like, okay, I don't throw my anhysers like this,
Yeah.
right? I can throw an anhyzer from here, but it's not optimal,
Yeah.
right? So there is a little bit of standing up that happens for those. So it's angle dependent and strength dependent. Correct. Yeah, yeah.
Reach out like at all?
You don't need to. It's all of that's just dictated by shoulder, basically, right? As long as this shoulder is what's creating the space, you can go. You can go here in the shoulder pushed, and I'm Kristen Tatar, right? Or Calvin Heimberg, right? Or I can just open up at the elbow and I look like most people. So is this reaching out? Not really. It's no different from here.
Yeah.
Because this is the only thing that matters to create the space, right? You create the space with your body position, with your coil, and that has like nothing to do with that.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah, and then you would feel like you can tell where this is going. Yes. Now path it straight through. Don't turn, just path the hand through. Right. Yep. And so when it comes to hitting lines, after you get in that position, your hand goes.
Yeah.
Right. And you can see where your hand's going to finish without you actually looking. Right. You know, because you're an athlete. I can feel where my hand's going to hit. It's going to hit here. And so all the work that you do on line stuff is you walk up and it's, if this is, I look here and this is my tree, right? This E that I'm trying to hit.
Yes.
That's my tree in the background because I'm going to throw a backhand, you know, baby hyzer, and it's going to hit and go left. Okay, well that means my walk-up line, right? And we're going to look at your routine outside later, but here, okay, cool. So now I walk back my line here. And I know from here, my hand will hit the E.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
So that, and then once it pivots just a little bit. So I was just a little left of it, but we know.
Yeah.
So then you just visualize that, basically, without your body and your hand having to go forward. Yes. Okay. Cool. So, yeah. So let's try to throw after you get into this position. So we're going to check. So it'll look like this. We'll go good body posture. Cool. Right? And then you'll shift to your front foot.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the momentum. And then from there, we'll throw. Yep, shift to the front foot. Don't swing the arm, just shift to the front foot.
So, wait, so.
You're good. I'll show you here. It's more intuitive here. Here, coil, let go, and you've shifted.
Okay.
I can take it. Good posture, coil, let go with your hand. Yes, and it shifts you forward.
Okay.
Right, and you can let that full foot hit.
Okay.
Yep, just send the hand though. You don't need to.
Yeah.
Yep, and go. Correct. Nice. Nice. Yep. Yep. Now pick a target mentally. Once you get there, pick a target mentally where you're going to send your hand. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Right. So about here.
Yeah.
So. Right. Just a little left underneath the two. So we don't need to aim like the whole time. I just wanted you to have like a macro view of the process.
Gotcha.
Now it's just grindy work of getting in the correct posture the whole time.
Okay.
Boom. Yep. All right, without the pause in it.
Am I supposed to be like? I'm pretty relaxed coming through right now.
Uh-huh.
What's that?
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. What's your?
Feels weird. I don't know. Like,
Yeah. No. What are you feeling that you should be doing?
cause like I feel like normally when I come through, it's like right here is where like I like tense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause I mean, I'm like trying to like rotate like pretty fast normally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
The rotation is causing the accuracy issues.
okay.
Yeah. Basically what happens here is like once you get here and you're shifted, right? We don't move the hand while the foot's going down. That's the emphasis that I'm making
Yeah.
here, right? This doesn't happen. We stop here. We've set our base so that we have something to throw against,
Gotcha.
right? And then once we do that, really is a throw from there. You
Gotcha.
move your arm forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? But the arm does not have to, you don't have to rotate to make that happen.
Okay.
Right? Like get into your backswing. So when I'm saying your attention is back here, I'm saying your mind's back here. And if you need to look back here to do that, that's fine. Your chest is back here. Your hips are back here. Everything's here, right? And then essentially from there, you throw the disc to that spot behind you without moving this. So go super slow here and just move it forward. Just keep going. Not quite, right? Take it past your right armpit. That's what it's going to feel like.
Okay.
Here, let it curl, right? And here's the natural uncurl, the natural whip,
Yeah.
right? Now notice, at this point, did your shoulders rotate forward?
No. Yeah.
They did, but you didn't have to think about it,
Yeah.
right? So if you try to micromanage that process, you're going to end up here,
Okay.
right? So show me rotating your shoulders from back there. Here, now rotate your shoulders forward. All of a sudden you're here and your extension wants to be over here,
Yeah.
sprayed right,
Gotcha.
because the shoulders were too active.
Gotcha.
On the backhand side, it's hand leads, and the shoulders just want to stay out of the way. They don't want to be a weight to the
Yeah.
disc, right? Because
Yeah.
if you truly keep them back, which you didn't do, right? If you
Yeah.
truly keep them back here, by the time it gets here, right, now this is pulling on the hand and not letting it go fast, right? So it doesn't like that. So the body's like, okay, well, I don't want to, put you on a leash, so I'm going to move to let you run,
Okay.
basically, right? But if you push with the shoulders, you're going to start spraying.
Gotcha.
Right. And your hips rotated. Your shoulders rotated. You didn't have to think about it. They did it.
So like I'm here, I plant.
And then throw behind you. Yes. And you're going to get the rest of that thrown in. Right? I'll show you twice. So here's a drill that I do with people that I'm not doing with you. It's actually from one leg. And I start here. There. My attention is back. Right? And I just learned to move the arm past. Right? Because you see all the good pros. And they're like here.
Yeah.
Right? You don't get that if you go here.
Yeah.
Right? This motion has to be used. And then eventually we go, let's not lock this up, but let's let it move if it wants to. Right? And then it rotates to help our hand. Not to help it, to stay out of the way. It's better.
Do you want me just to do that one way?
Yeah, go for it. Right. You feel the whip?
Yeah.
I saw the whip.
Am I pulling through, like, I feel like when I'm pulling through, I'm not pulling through, like, at my armpit.
Right, just move the disc forward.
Alright.
You'll be
I
fine.
feel like I'm thinking about it way too much.
Yeah, just move the disc forward. Just once you get your attention there, go disc here, trick shot behind me.
Alright.
Right. Correct. Keep going. We'll play a little game in here. A little competition. Just a quick tidbit here. I decided to do a little competition, right? Because that's what fuels Evan, right? His competition. He wants to play better than his competitors. I saw that he was kind of like in a range. I want him to stop thinking so much, and I want this to be a fluid movement for him. So I decided, let's put a little competition in there so that he can focus on it, because as a professional, he's going to focus on the things that would let him beat me in this competition, and I know he has the skill set to do it. So I just wanted to give him a little bit of a shove with this little fun game coming up here. Let's see that. All right, from one leg, we'll see what you got. So you can go here, tension here, and you can let the shoulders go. All right. 51. All right. I got 51 on lock. Boop. Okay, that was better. Okay. I'm gonna have to tap into my potential here. Oh, what did you have?
61.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, you got some speed. Yeah. So 63, that's like 425, 430 probably.
Alright.
Right. From one leg with the hand going.
Yeah.
Right? Your speed is mostly in the hand, and then the rest just has to stay out of the way. Okay. I might need 2 chances here to beat this. No, I can do it in 1. Let's go. Hey, come on. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Nope. Okay, I need 1 more. Come on. No. Okay, you win. Oh! Yes!
Dang.
Back on top.
What should my, like,
Don't worry about that.
the spin? Okay.
That just makes the disc more or less understable, basically.
That was bad.
Damn. So get a little more, get a little more into your, like a little more down into that right leg, right? Yeah.
So,
This is just powerful posture, right? Where can you throw hard from, basically, fast? Hey, that was a huge rebound. It's got to be good. No. Okay. You got to keep the attention behind you.
okay.
Yeah. And send the hand. It's just speed of the hand.
Man, I have 63.1 block. Right.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I got that. Well, or I should say that's my top, basically, that I've ever thrown on here. So I got to pull out my best right now. Got to be better than I can be right now. Back up a little bit.
Pretty good.
That's not it, though. I know what a 65 feels like, and that's not it. Yeah. I don't think I've got this from one leg. Okay, come on. I got to put my attention there. Nope. I concede. Yep. I'm not going to get it. But yeah. And 65 is 450. So, so there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. And then you just got to get the nose angle and the launch angle and everything perfect like you do outside. But, right, so that's almost all of your potential from one leg, because you said you were throwing like 460 golf lines, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I guess you could throw faster if you wanted to, but...
I could throw like 480, like, depending, but like...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we can get the same kind of mindset with the transferred walk-up,
Yeah.
then, 70 is what you need for 500. Not that that's your goal right now, but if you get the powerful posture,
Yeah.
like we just set you up in basically almost perfect posture, right? If you're one leg, we've already translated our weight to our front leg.
Yeah.
And we've set up the upper body perfectly, because you think about the coil there, easy, right? So that's kind of like max efficiency is what we just did. So now we've got to get that same posture and that same feel with the walk up. Right. And now fast. Man, don't you hate that? Same for me. I have to all I've got is 67.9 or 8 as a max. And it's like everything I got. And then I throw
Should I do it all in one motion? Like...
Of course at some point it's gonna be like more fluid, right? Because when this foot goes down, it goes,
Yeah.
right? It's not like, oh, boom, the toe goes down, wait, then the heel goes down.
Yeah.
It's like you just plant onto that front leg so that you can set up that base that you were just throwing from. That's all it is. Get good posture so that you can plant harder on that front leg. That's the thing. Right. Your weight's a little bit back there. Yeah. But just focus on the posture for now. I know we've tasted the 65.1 from the front. Slow.
Yeah, you said focus on posture. That was speed.
I know, but you stopped and you waited and then you went slow. I'd rather you focus. If you're going to go slow the whole time, do it like this.
Okay.
Right, where it's fluid, but in the posture.
Gotcha.
Right? If you're going to stop, then of course you can smoke it. Yeah, so keep your attention back here when you throw. The same feeling of throwing the disc behind you. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Your body's thinking about getting forward too quickly.
Okay.
You've got to delay that. So you need to set your eyes on me when you, like, before your hand starts to move forward.
I just need to leave my head back.
Yeah. Nice. Yep. Good posture, leave the head back. That's all we're looking at right now. Good posture, leave the head back. Stick your butt out. Henna Blomroos. That's who you are right now.
Getting awfully close to the camera, are we? Sorry. No, I'm messing with you. I was just saying if everything's still going. Ow.
Yeah, you're just not staying over enough. You get here? Good one.
I'm just standing up into it.
Yeah. You've got to stay down the whole time. You should feel like this is going up to the sky and your eyes and your chest are still like, yeah, stay over it. Nice one. Nice one. That's the best one yet with the walk up.
Should I be throwing like a hyzer?
Yeah, it's way easier to do with the hyzer. Right? We can learn the other angles later, but
Yeah.
the leverage with the hyzer is way easier to get. Okay, not as good as the last one, but better than the.
Myself like when I'm pushing up, I'm not pushing through. I'm pushing like up.
You should be pushing up. Think about the one leg. Where were you pushing from one leg?
Well, but like I'm like pushing like from here, like.
You're standing up. I get what you're
I'm
saying.
like standing up.
Yeah. Just stay over it. The same thing that you did when I said stay over it, keep your head down. That got you that mega hyzer. Like do that. That's a decent one. Last little tidbit here. Not that we're working on speed, but when I saw this 68.5, I said, that's decent. And then in my mind, I thought, holy crap, that's fast. He didn't even look like he was moving. Like, watch this again. That's a decent one. With super smooth 4, he throws a 68.5. That's 69 is what you need, like, on the low end to hit 500 feet. Everything else being, like, good. So he almost threw a casual 500-foot shot here. His hand was moving super quick, but I kind of just logged this one away, just thinking, man, this is some good potential based just on the posture work. So at some point when he wants to work on speed training after posture training, he's going to be a bomber, I think. So anyways, carry on. Almost stay over it. Give me 2 in a row, man. Give me 2 in a row where you stay over it.
It's not for lack of trying. Oh,
Not that one. I'm just feedback here.
no, I appreciate it.
Stay over it. What's the thought that you have? You just have to recreate the mental environment, not the result.
Yeah.
Don't get juiced up by that 68.7 or whatever it was.
Was that more over it?
More than the last one.
So not as much as I need.
Right. Yeah. Exaggerate it. Like lick the floor. Nice one. Nice one.
That's not over. I don't know what it is.
That was over it. I want you to do that same thing again. Nice. Yes. 2 in a row. Can we get a third? Can I have samosa? Yes. There it is. You're finding it. Same thought process. You're on it right now. Yes. Keep going. Yes. He wanted it, but that was the worst one out of the last like 7. Keep that same over it, over it. Not bad. Okay. Good. So what's the thought process on that? What's the what are you thinking that gets you to do whatever that was? I don't need you to know what that was. I just need to know what you were thinking.
Butt out, eyes back.
All right. Butt out, eyes back. It's our new mantra. Yeah. You just got to keep the attention back just a hair longer. Yeah, it's going forward just a touch too early. Yes, yes, there. Okay, good one. All right, I'm going to throw another feel into the mix here. So when we want to keep from opening up early, there's this like back leg here that's here. It's opposite our hand, basically. It keeps our shoulders from opening early. Here, I'll show you here. Oh, we don't need data during this portion. Right, so that leg is back there, not pushing or anything, but it's sliding forward, right, as he goes to throw his arm here. This thing's back here. just making sure that he can't open up a whole bunch, right? Same thing. Here's the most exaggerated in all the earth. So here, she's going to throw her arm here, right? So we would expect her leg to be here. Here it goes. Here goes the throw out. Watch what she does with her leg. So exaggerated that she actually throws it even more behind her. It's like the opposite of letting it go forward. Right? So that she can sling her arm faster, right? And you can feel it back to the one leg. You can feel it. Right? We set up here. Right? And this foot's back here.
Okay.
To help keep us closed, right? So do one with your foot not back there. And just feel how hard it is. And try to move your hand fast. Just on the one leg.
Oh, just on the one leg?
Yeah.
So I have it here?
Yeah. Have it, yeah, there, right?
Yeah,
right. Right. There's nothing to throw against.
Yeah.
Right? Now stick it way behind you. Like, yeah, it doesn't have to be like crazy. You can have it, yeah. Right. Now you've got something to throw your hand against.
Yeah.
Right? It's like the same kind of idea of if we're like walking on a tightrope or carrying something. It's like our body needs something. If something causes us to go this way, our foot's going to come out. It needs something to balance. Right.
So should I think about like kicking backwards?
Let's try not thinking about that first, but let's just try to keep it here first. So we'll go. Right, and we'll just let it, it's going to slide, right? But it's going to slide kind of behind us, right? We're just going to try to keep it on this side of our body, like back here. Right, so posture. Right. 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 Correct. Those are all correct. So what did your feel end up being?
For the leg?
For this? Yeah. What's the feel cue? It's just a visual of it back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly. It's kind of like instead of like thinking about turning like this way,
Right.
it's like I'm more thinking about like just getting like not like here with it, like not like being all balanced, but like just kind of like putting everything through this like hip. Kind of. I'm not sure I'm explaining it.
No, it's a very forward train of thought.
Yeah.
Right. When you get to like a high level of form, it actually becomes very simple. It's like everything's putting energy forward.
Yeah.
And then the rotation, everywhere that there is rotation, just gets thrown in. It's like there's rotation coming out of your hand with a disc, right? But you're not thinking about forcing spin to happen. You're thinking about moving the disc forward, and then it spins.
Yeah.
Right? Same thing. It's like, at some point, maybe you had to think about that. But you kind of graduated past those elementary principles of how does spin happen and all that. Like, you're graduating past an elementary principle here. Correct.
Was like my body posture spiraling? Or yeah.
Just keep going. You're on track right now. Right. Just keep your attention back. Right. I will slow-mo. Don't change your thought process just because the camera comes out. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's opposite. All right, same thought process. All right, one more from behind. Whoa, that makes the screen look yellow. Oh, it's changing. Okay, go ahead. Shoot. All right, so let's see. Import. Oh, you know what I can do? Amazing. So we got two files now. So from this view, posture. Let's go with Simon Lisa. And Simon's only throwing 450 here, so he's not going to be at full range.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Right? Similar posture, right? We see back shoulder. You've got tilt here, right? That's easier to see from the back. We've got the hips back, better position here with the lower body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very similar. This is the first one. Okay, here we go. Nice space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's good here. Nice. Look at that. You've got a nice, now that we've got a counterweight here, your body can press.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we've got a nice extension. Good body angle. Right? Or if we do Skeletor, it's like you're on more hyzer than he's throwing. He's throwing a hyzer flip to straight. Right? But nice. Right? If we make you big. Yeah. This is good. Consistent swing plane. It's all nice. This right here, it looks just like Cole from the back.
Nice.
Your arm, you see your arm? I don't know why. I just see like Cole's position there.
I'm fine with that. He won a Pro Tour. He's really good at throwing.
Yeah. His form's changed a little bit. He would want me to let you know that.
Yeah.
He's actually working on it. Appears to me that there's like posture stuff. Here's that counterweight. Counterweight. Throwing arm. Right? There it is. Very similar. You're throwing a more severe hyzer, I don't know what it was, but probably like 30 degrees or something. Right? So your arm's going to be naturally higher. Right? If you're throwing a hyzer,
yeah,
your plane's going to, if you were throwing a 45-degree hyzer, your hand would be all the way up there.
Yeah.
Right? And so now you're on plane, you're not having to yank the disc around. Questions? But that right there, that's the position that we're looking for. Boom. That's great. Right.
Sweet.
Looks like the 16-year-old girl that we're all trying to throw like.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she's better and throws farther than I do.
I think so. Dude, her story is absolutely crazy. Chris was telling me about it, but it's like she saw coverage on YouTube on her like recommended thing, and then she was like, she grabbed pot and pan covers from their kitchen and went in the backyard and started throwing.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Yeah, like I'm a loser. I just picked it up like I had a disc.
Yeah.
Okay, so more of the same. Not quite. Okay. Better than the first. Dude, that's my prop.
Sorry.
How will I ever replace it?
I'll get you another one.
Nice one.
That's what the walls in my garage look like. Disc marks and all.
Dude, look here.
Yep.
Because we'll like putt through here. They don't all make it. Nice. Feeling good? Not wearing out?
Not quite.
Okay, good. Not quite feeling good or not quite wearing out?
Not quite wearing it out.
Okay, good.
If I have to do like another like 30 throws back to back to back to back to back to back,
Right.
then I'm like, you take like 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's do 10 focused. We'll stop, and then 10 focused, stop, 10 focused, stop, and then. Are you playing with Daniel while you're here?
I haven't. I wasn't sure what our schedule was, but I could probably reach out to him. He's probably working about it. Yes. Oh, here we go. UPS.
Oh, bro, we're about to have a scheduled break.
Bagging. The actual Jackapalooza stuff. Which
I mean, you also grab. You grab that. Oh no, you do it with.
alright, so this
What's the envy?
envy.
Nice. I like that.
These were sick, bro.
I just feel it.
Yeah, if it flies like a man, that's bad.
Yep.
I gotta match it down with that. It's got like flies. Heads. Yep. They're all making it, except all my extras will be donated to ourselves.
This time lapse. Oh, I got the time lapses. This time lapse is meant for my bag. Okay, so my 2 colors.
He wants it. All right, 2 more.
Standing out.
These are the special.
Nice. Try to stay over it. Try to stay here. While your hand goes, your head's going to stay here. Yeah, any amount that the head leaks forward gives us more and more right miss opportunities.
Reach forward and know of this special edition time lapse.
Dude, this is so. It's so cool.
All right. Last one of the set. That was. Just wait a second. So far you just need more reps with this feel. And then I'm just curious to see the. That would be. Where is yours? Here is yours.
That last bit was like such a fuck.
All right, you can see
Sure.
the clear posture differences.
Yeah.
Right. It's and like you've seen enough form to know that
Yeah.
is way more Eagle McMahon than that.
Yes.
Right. So I don't know what image comes to your mind of like another pro or what image you have like strong in your head when you see that. Mine immediately went, oh, here's Eagle. Like posture wise. So whatever image you have to keep to make that happen is what we're looking for.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that looks so good right there. See your,
Yeah.
yeah, what sticks out to you first?
Oh, foot's like,
This one.
yeah,
Yeah.
needs to be back.
hmm Yeah, and the way that if that foot's there, like it forces your body to come around, right? Because you're throwing a huge force this way, so this thing is not behind you enough to counter that, right? So then you get here where your chest is forward at release,
Yeah.
right? So this is a little bit better. Obviously, not all the way where we want to go, right? We'd like to get to closer to this position here. Right. So we see Drew's like back shoulder here. It's gonna stay like right there. Duk, 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 as his hand goes. He's like really trying. And he's like one of the most like obvious about I'm sticking my head here and it's not moving. I'm going to keep it there.
Yeah.
Right. Dunk, 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 dunk. Even as his hand passes, he's like whereas like Simon's totally loose with it.
Yeah.
Right. And so Simon's will like move forward. They're both obviously permissible, but you can tell Drew, like at some point when he was working on like left arm stuff and all that, like at some point he found out that head not leaking forward made him throw further.
Yeah.
However, he figured that out. So it's like very obvious in his form. That was
Yeah.
yeah. So good. Some more there. All right, last couple. We'll do 10.
Like, I'm not gonna for these. I don't get to leave.
Oh, these are soft.
I definitely, yeah. This is 100%.
Almost. What was the thought there?
Head down.
Yeah. If you focus on staying closed, so this would be open, right? If you focus on, this is all back to that attention being back, right? If you're here and this all stays back,
Yeah.
you're going to get into this position where the counterweight's good, where the chest is good, where the head's good. But if there's no thought of this like kind of singular, if there's no singular thought of being back here, then different parts are going to squeak forward, right? Your left foot, if you have your head good, then your left foot's here,
Yeah.
right? So all these little pieces I'm pointing out are just to maybe give you different feels
Okay.
for staying back.
Gotcha.
That's all, but it's all the same thought process.
Ooh, ground right. This is really fun.
Nice one.
Actually, am I supposed to be like dragging my back foot? Or does it matter?
It happens depending on the angle that you throw.
It's like that's when I was like here.
Right, because you're on such a severe hyzer, right? If we look at swing plane, right? If I'm on a super severe hyzer here, when my hip clears and they do open up,
Yeah.
right, where does this foot want to go? Like sometimes when you see people on spike hyzers, you'll see them go here and their foot like goes this way
Yeah.
because they're on this tilt, right? That's just where the foot wants to naturally follow through versus sometimes you see people like you've seen Drew go on like a Anheuser, where the foot wants to come, or on a like Paul on a crazy roller, right? If your plane is here, well, this hip wants to swing up and over, right? So they'll finish here sometimes on crazy Anheisers. So it's shot by shot based, and the follow through changes to, like, it naturally will change. So you don't have to worry about it too much, but I would expect that on an extreme hyzer.
Crazy with those.
Right.
Now, when is it?
So right now we're trying to rein the body and everything from going too far forward. Later we'll let it go and it'll be more natural, but for now it can't be all that natural. Right. Yep. So you're feeling the stop, right? You're feeling your stuff not wanting to go, which is the first thing that you should feel. Then eventually we go to the mindset of move everything, fast, basically.
Yeah.
And that stuff is going to stop and counterweight and all this fancy blah, blah, blah. But yeah, for now I expect it to be this way.
We don't pay you enough money.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
How much did you flight plates? Is that how we're doing it?
No, that's correct way to do it for the launch, and then
Yeah.
windows. Because I do think having all this listed is kind of insane.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, just along with family.
I do want like
So have your hyzers always been worse respective to your like Anheisers? Like, have you felt like I'm really good at throwing Anheisers?
for sure.
It's all the same kind of problem.
All right.
Yeah, like a nice pushing hyzer, you probably don't do. You probably throw flat with overstable.
Yeah, that's what I
And
did.
yeah, you and Rozak had the same problem.
Yeah.
Oh my god, ocean. We just stop. Look at the ocean.
Do you think like the nose angle has anything to do with it as well?
The nose angle is in reference to the plane.
I
go
feel
ahead.
like at times I've been better at throwing like hyzers than
Mhm.
other times. But like I don't know what to change.
Yeah, nose angle is all body. Like, nose angle is something that you can fix independently
Yeah.
of swing plane only so much, right? So nose down on a hyzer, like, show me what nose down on a hyzer is on a 30 degrees hyzer.
Like
It's hard to
Yeah, so show me the hit on a hyzer. You're still moving your shoulders forward, right? Move your hand, right? Yeah. Yeah, you haven't quite learned like where this position is, where your shoulders will naturally want to move, but you'll get that. So if this is your hyzer angle, what's nose down? Yeah, this way is nose down,
yeah.
right? Now, if you're upright and you're trying to throw a hyzer and you're trying to get the disc this way, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
You can't. The body position just doesn't help you do that. You can kind of get it nose down, right? But if you're in that posture where you're over the disc and you're here, right, where you're here, you can get this thing
Okay.
90 degrees nose down almost, right? Because nose down is this way. But if you're standing upright, how are you going to twist this thing this way,
Yeah.
right? And get it through the
That's a
pocket.
different angle.
Yeah, you can't do it. So swing plane enables you to get the nose down on different release angles. Wow. So if you want to do one for fun here on the hyzer, maybe you just did it, I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention to nose angle. Yeah, so if you want to have fun here, be bent over and roll this sucker this way. Throw your thumb like to the right. And let's see. If it picks it up. Right. So you can go crazy that way. And we're talking about a fraction of a moment where the nose is down, right?
Yeah.
But Yeah, some more at the hit. Flip your palm towards the screen at the hit, basically. Just go slow. It's tough to get super nose down, especially when you're going fast. Belay. Yeah. So you're kind of there. And this is why it's hard to get nose down on Anheuser's, right? Because if your disc is here, right, on Anheuser at the hit,
You have to like.
Anheuser, so where's nose down? It's this way.
Oh really? Wait,
Yeah.
Wait. For Annie,
For Anheuser,
it's like
it's this way, which is not comfortable,
no.
right? And it's harder to make that happen. Right, so it's just a tougher motion on Anheuser because of the way that your arm doesn't want to do this. It naturally wants to be like lower when it does that motion. So yeah. But all that to say, the work that you're doing here will make better nose angle more accessible.
Yeah.
That is the
That's the.
TLDR.
Do you want us to like? Typically, do you like?
Typically
is it
-4.
control, like negative what?
-4 would be nose angle, typically for distance.
For distance?
Yeah, and it depends like how high you're throwing, right? Because if you throw -4 and you throw down like this, like it's actually going to tank the ground. So if you're going to throw down, you might as well throw it nose up,
Yeah.
right? But kind of ideal is like if you're going to throw it at a normal launch angle of like 10 degrees, like -4 is good,
Gotcha.
right? If you're going to throw it 15, maybe you need more nose down. It's like kind of there. Was that the question you're asking? I kind of cut you off. I do that where I assume the question.
No, that was basic. That was basically what I was gonna ask. Like, what's like the most like not control? Like, I guess it varies per person. Like, what's the most controllable way? The easiest to like.
It's all utility. Nose angle is just utility. Spin, nose angle, release angle. That's mostly. You should just think of that as different ways to shape the shot. Yeah, you should be able to do it all.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of a public fund that I do in there.
Cool.
I think this is gonna
All right, one more if you want it.
be mine.
Let's skip that.
These are mine.
If you had to be picky, what do we need to focus on?
Posture. I'd like you to stay in the posture and stay back. That's basically if you walked away from the session today and any session that we do tomorrow, and you can get your posture correct
Yeah.
and keep this stuff back instead of opening up early, you've done the work that takes most of my students months. That's what I would pick for the last one.
Sweet.
Well, you just did right there. Perfect. Right. I think it's good to have like this little home base drill of here, right? Because you can set up the body, you can have it already back, and you can feel like, okay, this is like, you know that you're probably not screwing it up from here.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have that drill to reflect on, and you know that you're getting basically everything you can out of it, right? It feels very efficient. Feels like you're getting a hold of the disc.
Yeah.
Whereas some of these, it's like something between all the steps gets lost, and it's like, just
Is
gotta,
there when you like or like when you say to like do like field work and like stuff and like working on stuff, would you rather like see it with like putters at first or like
you should probably use these.
drivers?
Yeah, because you're looking for circle one and reg,
Yeah.
right? Which is I would guess that the strength of your game is a 330 to 50 foot hole in the woods. And you're like, put me there, give me my mid range, and like if I have to do a little baby flex with something overstable, give me that hole on tour every time and I'm crushing.
Yeah.
Right. So that's not what you need to work on. You should still work on those. Like
Yeah.
the feel for your form is very suited. Your form before this session was very suited towards those,
Okay.
right? So you need to continue to practice your strengths and like don't give that up. Some people get like blinders on
Yeah.
and they just take their weakness and try to pump up their weakness. And how much better is it going to get?
Yeah.
We're looking at 38% circle one regulation. You know, probably most of that 38% is coming from those shots that we just talked about, the wooded holes and stuff like that. And it's like boom versus the open ones. But how much better is your weakness going to get over the off season versus not practicing your strength at all, and now you're not confident in stuff that you were already good at? It's like you need to continue throwing your strengths and putting work in, but don't neglect your strengths. But also the work that you're doing now is what you have to do for the weaknesses. So I would do that. That problem is best solved with fairway drivers and drivers, I think, right? So if you're going to stuff where, okay, let me see if I can hit a gap on hyzer. And yeah, so when we go out to play, I'll show you. We'll talk about stuff on the course here. All right, guys. Well, that was the work that I did with Evan that day. We went and played around after that to contextualize some of it, and then we worked a little bit more next day. But as promised, I'm going to show you the before and after so that we can see the form changes that were made. Okay. So this was the main thing, this position right here, right? Here, when he's getting weighted, that position right there, way better, way more athletic, way better setup, way better coil, right? Coil here, look at the posture with the lower body. It's nice, right? If I swap this out for, let's say, Simon, right? Way closer to Simon before, right? So here's the after. Here's the before, right? Huge improvement in that position. Okay, so huge posture improvement. Way better with the counterweight. All right, look at that. This versus the leg being like flared out back behind him. Just one frame after it's out. Okay, we'll go there. That seems to be the best. Right. Still a little bit of over rotation here, right? Just a little bit. And we worked on that. He had dinner at my house. We looked at that evening. But less so, right? More space out of the pocket. Good improvement there. Like I mentioned in the video, a little more hyzer that Evan's throwing here. It's a bit easier to feel this kind of weight and counterweight from that position. But way better, right? In my mind, it is. Like I said before, you guys be the judge. It's been great working with Evan. Super solid dude. So like I said before, his link, if this added value to you, is in the description and it's in a pinned comment. So go support him. Hopefully we put a +1 in the camp of the good guys. So, all right, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.